Who would have thought that the same device you use to track your lost socks could unravel the mystery of where your recycling disappears to? This video actually isn't about recycling efficiency, it's about somebody who used AirTags to reveal the unseen process of our daily lives. He turned his tech into a tool for personal investigation. AirTags, of course, are little gadgets that you probably know you can put with or on something to track it with your iPhone. Can be very convenient. Most people use it to do things like track a wallet or their lost luggage, something like that. Works with Apple's Find My Network. Can be very convenient, has enabled some discussion about stalking concerns, etc. But somebody put this to really clever use. It's Levels.io over on X, of course. And what he did was tape an AirTag inside the bottom of an old yogurt container in order to recycle it. So he put it in a recycling container, and that was eventually picked up and made its way to a facility where people have actually kind of been arguing about on X. It may or may not have actually ended up being recycled. So according to Levels.io, it stayed in the container for a few days, then got picked up, started its journey, ended up at this garbage processing plant. And he says, as you can see, it's not a plastic specific plant, just garbage mixed with other stuff like cardboard. And according to him, he's sort of doubting whether it got recycled or instead could have ended up just getting incinerated. Now, since I know people are going to be curious and be commenting about it anyways, I'll just add this community note that got posted underneath this as well, even though I'm more interested in how this AirTag ended up getting used to, again, reveal more about how our life works. The community note says that the plant in question, according to the website, does indeed process recyclable material and doesn't necessarily just incinerate them. Levels.io responds and says the note isn't true. They burn it, it says on their website. In any country, they only recycle 5 to 10% of plastic. And then the debate continues, and I'll let you look it up and figure it out and weigh in there if you really want to. Like I said, though, I'm mostly fascinated by how technology can make what's usually invisible to us visible. Like using AirTags like this, it's a really creative way to sort of let technology be our eyes where we can't see things normally. And so that's what's really interesting to me here. There's so many places that you and I can't go, but that the AirTags can. And I think this goes to show that there's a lot of ways that we can get insights into various processes that we often just take for granted. Like, honestly, in a way, this could really be a legit form of investigative reporting in the future. Now, there's definitely going to be like some ethics involved, and we're not going to get into those in this video. I'm not here to tell you what to do or what not to do, other than just use your common sense and take a look at what the company is telling you is an acceptable use of the product, or the government, okay? Do you want to track more than just your recycling? My productivity course, Learning to Be Productive, will teach you how to use tech to optimize your life, ensuring you never lose track of what really matters. It's 50% off right now for the holidays. You can check it out, linked up down below. But I think that you could use this as an example to sort of brainstorm how you could use this to better understand some of the stuff around you that you can't normally see. Like, it's interesting to think about not just tracking a thing, but tracking quote unquote logistics or personal projects. Tech Track Insights says that consumers using tracking widgets or gadgets like this, like the AirTags, obviously other companies have very similar products, is set to increase by 40%. And that's just over the next year, as people are looking for creative uses beyond just locating lost items. And actually, this isn't super new. I know that other people have done similar things, even for tracking recycling like this, but not just for tracking recycling. What would be really funny is if a bunch of people got together and tried a mass experiment like this, maybe with recycling, maybe with something else, and pooled all their data together. So it's funny, there's a lot of things on Reddit that people have tried to track, things like sewing them into the tongues of their kids' shoes, which is actually interesting because obviously you're gonna have a lot of teachers that have iPhones that are gonna pick those up and ping them. So that's a way of keeping track of your kids. Someone has put them on their cats to keep track of their pets. I remember a company approached me several years ago now, and they had a collar for the dog that could fit an AirTag in there. And it's funny, I just had a neighbor coming around just the other day actually looking for a lost cat. So maybe not the worst idea in the world. Someone tracks their personal office chair at work, so if in case it gets stolen or borrowed, they'll always know. Someone gave one to their roommate so they could put on their water bottle because they were tired of helping them always find it. Someone hid one on the interior of each of their cars, like a poor man's low jack. Someone stuck one under the seat of their bike, in the bottom of their golf bag. So let me know if you can think of any other interesting experiments that are sort of akin to this recycling experiment you could stick an AirTag to ethically and see somewhere or see some information that you couldn't normally see because it's a place where you couldn't go or literally couldn't see. And then also tell me what are some of the ingenious ways that you're using AirTags that are beyond just the keys and wallet sort of a thing.